Okay, let's talk about a huge shift happening on YouTube right now. It's a fundamental change to how content gets made, and it's already redefining what it even means to be a creator.
Right now, there are YouTube channels making thousands of dollars per month.
And there's no human behind them.
They're completely powered by AI.
So, that leads us to the real question, doesn't it? The one we're going to dig into today. Looking ahead to 2026, are human creators actually in danger?
First things first, what are we even talking about when we say AI YouTuber? Because look, this isn't just about a creator using some cool AI tools to speed up their workflow. No, we're talking about a completely hands-off, fully automated content machine from start to finish. So how does this actually work? Well, you can think of it like a four-step assembly line. Step 1. AI tools like ChatGPT analyze what's hot and just write a script in minutes. Then, that script gets fed into a voice generator, something like 11 Labs, which creates a voiceover that sounds shockingly real. At the same time, another AI, maybe Midjourney, is cranking out custom thumbnails and visuals for the video. And then, the final piece of the puzzle, an AI editor, like Synthesia or Descript, takes all those parts and stitches them together into a final video. The crazy part isn't just that you can do this, it's that the whole thing can be almost completely automated.
Okay, so what's behind this crazy growth? Why are these AI channels popping up and gaining traction so fast? Well, it really comes down to a few powerful, almost unfair advantages that AI has over us humans.
When you look at it, there are really four big reasons. First, the cost to get started just plummets. You don't need an expensive camera or a fancy studio. Second, you get insane consistency. An AI can drop a new video every single day at 8 a.m. sharp, a pace that would crush most people. Third, the topics are purely data-driven. It's not about what the AI feels like making, it's about a cold, hard analysis of what people are actually searching for. And maybe the biggest one of all, no burnout. I mean, think about it. The AI never gets tired, it never gets discouraged, it never needs to take a break, it just keeps going.
But, and this is a huge but, for all that incredible efficiency, AI has a massive blind spot. There's this fundamental gap in what it can do, and, well, that gap is exactly where human creators have their biggest advantage.
You see, an AI can fake a personality, sure, but it can't have a real one that's been shaped by years of life, with all the screw-ups and wins. It can't give you that genuine authenticity that comes from telling a real story, something you've actually lived through. And here's the kicker. It can't build that deep, emotional connection that makes someone go from just a viewer to a true fan. That's our territory. That's the human advantage. And it's something AI is not going to be replicating anytime soon.
All right, this brings us to the heart of the matter. Most people's fear is pretty straightforward, that AI is just going to replace human creators one for one. But the real threat is actually something a bit more subtle and honestly a lot bigger. So let's just ask it directly. Is the threat that an AI is going to come and take your specific channel, your job as a creator?
The answer is a simple no. The real threat isn't replacement, it's competition.
Let's call this the content supply shock. Just imagine if tomorrow the amount of content being uploaded to YouTube multiplied by 100. That's what AI does. It makes it practically free to create endless rivers of generic, good enough content. The platform gets flooded. And suddenly, the challenge isn't about being better than one specific AI channel. The real challenge is just being heard at all, over all that noise.
Okay, so if that's the future, how do you survive? Better yet, how do you thrive in it? The answer is pretty clear. You have to stop trying to compete with AI on its terms and double down on where we, as humans, are completely irreplaceable.
This right here, this is basically your playbook for 2026. Think about it like this. Everything on the left side, scale, speed, data crunching, that's the new baseline. It's becoming a commodity. You are not going to win a race against a machine there. Your entire advantage, your whole strategy has to be on the right. It's about building a personal brand so strong that people come looking specifically for you. It's about having unique opinions and experiences that an AI simply cannot have. It's about real storytelling that hits people in the feels and building a genuine community where people feel like they belong. You have to shift from competing on volume to competing on human value.
So where does that leave us? What's the big picture? Well, the future of content creation isn't going to be some binary choice between human or AI. It's really about a deep, fundamental shift in the way we all work.
Let's just put the biggest fear to rest. AI won't replace creators. But, and you really need to hear this, creators who use AI will absolutely replace those who don't.
At the end of the day, AI isn't your competition. It's probably the most powerful creative tool you'll ever have. Let it handle the boring, repetitive stuff, the data analysis, the grunt work. That frees you up to focus on what actually matters, your voice, your story, your community. The future isn't human versus AI, it's human with AI. And the creators who figure that out and embrace that partnership, they're the ones who are going to build the future.